trying to get into some tournaments or some cash games, but let's play some sit and goes. Just a $5 blast. Look at this. A day ago, a $30 buy-in paid off 30,000. Look at this lobby. 18K for first. All four got paid. You got 3 grand just for registering this thing. 3 grand, 6 grand, 18 grand. That's crazy. Ooh, I hate when it does that. That would have been 5 grand just for showing up. So there's... looks like there's 5 games that I can get in. So that's good. I'll put this over here and we'll start stacking these over here. It's like 5 or 6 games. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Play a little session. My day was supposed to start so much earlier today, but man, I got the runaround on a doctor's appointment. Ugh. It was supposed to be at 10 a.m. Just a phone call, 10-minute phone call to review blood work and get my prescriptions refilled, and I do it every few months. 2 p.m. I had to call them a bunch of times. They forgot about me. They lost the chart. They blah, blah, blah. Annoying. So I had big plans for today with streaming and with Wake Up With Me stream and all this kind of stuff, and I scrapped it all. Ooh, another table. I did not think I would get on these that quick. I'm surprised. Those waiting lists were longer than that. I really did not expect to get on that quickly. Yeah, still got 3 more tables I can get on. Nice. But I'm like 2 and 3 on all of them. So I got a little bit of a wait. I guess a lot of people just left. I was like 3 or 4 on these. But aside from the general annoyance, I actually feel pretty good. Took the dogs to the dog park with Courtney. We had a nice time. Gave the dogs a bath. Came back. Had a little lunch. Oh, goddamn. These tables are popping up quick. No, thank you. I am surprised. I think we take 1 card off. Make that a little bigger. That one he can have. Definitely raise there. This player's sitting out. That's kind of an interesting dynamic we have going. That's a pretty good flop. This is one of those ones where we try to make it look really... well, I guess we don't have to make it look really anything, so we just call and don't really worry about much because my man decided to go crazy with a pair of jacks. Well played, bro. You don't want to re-raise pre-flop? I mean, if you just re-raise pre-flop, you probably just push me right out, right? You don't want to do that? That's cool. Jam. Your only move is a jam. There you go. Look at that deuce. Hold that deuce. Nice. So we're heads up. This player is sitting out. So it's kind of interesting. Just getting a walk there. That's nice. I think that's a better way to try to goat this guy. Wow, hold. Hold it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nice. Look at this. I win. I just got to raise every hand before this fucking guy undisconnects or whatever you want to call it. That's fucking awesome. That's a winner win. I can't believe he called it off with King Queen. Like, I get it. It's a strong hand and shit, but really shouldn't be calling that. That's nice to hit that on the turn. Nice play. Like, what's he got left? He's got 100 left. He's going to be all in right here. Spade. Spade or king. Hurry up. I mean, he's just all in every time, right? Look, he's got the 6. This is hilarious. Don't tell me this guy wins by sitting out the whole game. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Don't do blast, don't do blast. Okay, so he had 230 chips or something. 7-5? Come on. There you go. Woof. I'll take it. We win. No, thank you. Too many games going. Check. I'll check this one. The fuck did everybody go? Don't really want to play in this position 5-handed. If I do come back to that table, I'll definitely have to take a different seat. Ooh, pink cards. Just move this over here. I don't hate it. 10 on the turn is usually better for my range. Alright. That was such a very quick bet that it seems like bullshit, but in all honesty, I'm not going to defend with king high. So, like, I could probably win that one just by raising, but, like, what's the point? Okay, did this table fill back up? Yeah, it did, too. And I get the better seat. Nice. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna keep checking. Not 100% worried about this. Yeah, not much there, bro. Just not much going on there. Like, you should have bet the flop. You bet the flop, you got a shot. But you don't bet the flop, I don't really think you should ever have anything, right? Okay, you're easy to bust if I hit a 6. Ooh. Definitely 9. 6 is good. I mean, the rare occasion that he has a 9 is hilarious. I'm gonna try to look weak. He's just totally bullshitting. Like, here's the thing: you can't like bet and rebet with, or you can't like go bet, and then not follow through on the turn or on the river, and then like have nothing, so you're just folding. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But I feel okay. I feel actually pretty good. Like, it was the kind of thing where like where my day was all fucked up because of that doctor's appointment, because I didn't want to miss it, because I do have to get a prescription refilled tomorrow. Like, and it'll fuck me all kinds of up if I don't get it. Like, just throw my numbers out of whack, and like I work very hard to keep my all my cholesterol and testosterone and everything. I work very hard to keep all that in line. I'm very diligent with it. So, you know, this, oh, that's hilarious. This, you know, fuck up where I literally couldn't get on the phone with my doctor. And it's like, and if I missed the, like, they kept me waiting for 4 fucking hours for this call. I called them 5 times, and like twice it was like, oh, she's gonna call you in a couple minutes, blah blah blah. She'll call you at 12:30. Well, wait a minute, doesn't the office go to lunch at noon and come back at 1? Yeah, but she's gonna work through lunch. It's fine, blah 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 blah. I'm like, are you talking to the? I actually eventually on that phone call I was like, are you actually talking to the doctor, or are you just making shit up? I was like, because I get that it's busy. I get you guys are short staffed. I get all that, but I also get that you're actually lying to me right now. So the woman goes, I'm sorry, I'm just very whatever. I said, that's fine, but please just be truthful. If you don't know, say you don't know, and just, I'll try again. You know, you can try it in a little bit. She goes, okay, I promise in the next hour. And I said, all right, fine. Hour and a half goes by, and I'm like, okay, this is it. So I just call, and they're like, yeah, can I put you on hold? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, here's the deal. And I tell them what's up, and the woman kind of is like, oh my God. She's like, you're right. We totally screwed that up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, well, what the fuck? I'm like, just get me in there now. And she was like, and I can hear the doctor in the background, and I'm like, if she's right there, just hand her the goddamn phone. So, and the phone call was 10 minutes, literal 10 minutes. And I was like, I was waiting on this call for her. She goes, my office staff is fucked. She just like, I just lost, she told me the name. She's like, she was my best person. I'm like, yeah, I know, I loved her. And I'm going to this doctor for over 10 years. Like, honestly, probably 15 years now. Ooh, made another set of 6s. Not 100% sure what this player was doing. Two pair, no good. Nice trap. Bets a dime on the flop, hits 2 pair on the turn, bets a dime again, gets raised. Thinks it's good with that board. Like, I can't just have king, queen. Like, I mean, I had a set, which was great. But, like, I'm never going to have king, queen there. Like, cool. Yeah. In the end, it all worked out. Ooh, that's a bad card. That's a bad card. That's a bad card. That's a bad card, too. I'm not going to go for the bluff. Sometimes we just let him have it, but... Yeah, he had a 9. I don't think he's going anywhere, honestly. Ooh, that's an interesting turn. He doesn't have much. If he's got a flush, it's just too bad. Pair. Fucking Jesus. Just have to get coolered just every time. Hilaire. It's alright. I'll get it back. Still one more table. Another set. He was on auto fold. The min raise is always annoying. Min raising with this player behind is even more annoying. I'm going to take one off. Are you actually going to make like a real bet? No. I mean, this guy could have just like a king and have just blockered me, right? But I don't think so. I really don't think so. That's a bad bet with a flush draw. Or a straight draw. Hey. Oh, I mean, 2 pair. I don't think he's got much. Sounds like every other doctor's office. I mean, yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. Like, I have kind of a different relationship to doctor's offices. Like, I don't get easily flustered by it because my father was a doctor, and like a lot of people in my family are medical professionals, and my mother was a nurse, and my grandfather was a surgeon, and I have, you know, RNs and dentists and all like that all over my family. So like I give them a wide berth of grace, but I can also tell when their office people are just fucking around. So like I told my doctor, I was like, you know my history, blah blah blah, whatever. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, and I know when things are fucked up. And she goes, yeah. She's like, I have this new girl. They sent her over from a temp agency, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, understand, she's straight up lying to your patient. And she was like, yeah. She's like, I see that now. I'm sorry. And she was very cool. Yeah, the no with the 4-5 versus my tens, right? Yeah, that was just no. Just doesn't. Aces. That is not a raise, sir. 2.5x. Is this a final table? Are you on a final table? Because that's like it's like mid-range 40 big blinds tournament, but are you on a final table with 100 blinds? Because if you are, okay. I mean, you did this. You should want to go all in. Good play. Out of position. Usually the best play with ace-king. Please hold. Of course not. It's awesome. It's fucking amazing how, like clockwork. And the player re-raised half his stack. Then I jammed on him, and then he sat there waiting to call. It's like, what are you? That's amazing. It's amazing. 2.5x. I make it a huge raise. He goes for half his stack, and then almost like, were you actually thinking about not calling? Because once you make that half pot raise, that's why I did it so quickly. Is because you should just be snap calling. Like the ace queen of spades versus pocket aces, like, and it's just totally vulnerable. Of course, that one survives. I got fucking 4 outed. That's ridiculous. Like, what are you calling for? It's hilarious. Yeah, the no is pretty good. That's a good one to clip. You should clip that one, Blades. I missed it. I didn't put the marker down. But the guy betting, I think I know the one you're talking about, is when I had the pocket tens and the guy was just betting turn and river, and there was like an ace and a jack on the board or something like that. I think it was this table. Yeah, it was this one, right? Yeah, there's a jack and a king and an 8 and an 8 and a 9, and the guy checked the flop and then bet the turn, and it's just like, okay, and then he bets the river, and I'm just like, no. I think that's a good one for a little bit of clip art. You know, if you want to clip it out of the stream, I'll post it, or I'll make sure it gets uploaded to the videos. Cause just no. Ugh. The aces. So frustrating with the aces. Wow, what a great play. It's a stupid small bet. It is ace king, but it's so stupid and small. I wish I had the 5 of hearts. I would have called. If I had the red 5s, I would have called. I just need a little bit more equity than that. It's just like... Ugh. It's funny because I almost 3-bet this. I wasn't 100% sure, but the sizing and the timing kind of made me not 3-bet the ace-queen suited. These players are 300 big blinds deep. This is why you take money off the table, so you don't end up in situations like this. Because what do you do with, you know, black aces over here? What do you do to the raise? I'm going to check because of the king-queen draws. I'm probably going to call a river bet. There's a lot of king jacks, queen jacks. Makes the exact nuts king-queen. That's awesome. Way to go, bro. Check. Player's taking a really long time. So he probably wants to draw, but probably doesn't have much. So he might have like 10-8. I don't think it's 10-jack. 10-jack usually wouldn't take this long. Snap called it. Now big bet. No. It's hilarious. Might have just he might have misclicked the call, honestly. Backdoor flush and straight draw. I'll check that one. Mostly because I took too long. And because of the short stack over here. It's not a great bet because of this. It's fine. Like, how are you not, like... I mean, it's just awful. Like, if you're not going to put them all in on the river, you're the worst fucking player. Yeah, obviously shouldn't call this without 2 pair or better. It's kind of hilarious. Player posts in first. Love that. Well, ISO. Or attempt the ISO. Huh. Everybody just leaves this table. This donk lead is kind of interesting. The call's the problem. It's not the donk lead. I was sticking around with the donk lead. But once the call hits, it's like... Yeah. I would have hit the runners for the flush. What the fuck? Can somebody please have a full house? 2 pair does lead. So 8-7 is very possible. I wish he'd bet less, because he's not going to get called here. 8-7 definitely is a lead. This table died. 8-7 is definitely a lead. That was easy. It's not the worst. Get called. The spade comes off. Awesome. I was referring to when the receptionist said, "Can I put you on hold?" But it's very fitting for that situation as well. Yeah, it was definitely a no. Like, I've only said that, I think, like a handful of times in my life where they've been like, "Can I put you on a brief hold?" And I'm like, no. What the fuck is calling me? How do I win this? How do I win this? Ace 4. Didn't even attempt to bluff. Didn't even attempt to bluff. Like, why can't the ace come off? I guarantee if the ace comes off, I actually get paid with the straight. One-liner. What's up, man? I'm glad it found your stream again this weekend. Hope it's going well. Good luck. Yeah, it's going pretty good. I've only been playing for like 30 minutes, but yeah, I'm feeling good. Took the first beat of the day. Aces versus ace-king, all in pre-flop. Guy ran out a straight on me. What are you going to do? This is annoying. These people are stupid. It's an equity thing. Like, I think I have the best hand, but I don't think I hold very often. Yeah, I'm glad you found it too, man. Definitely spread the word. Check out the new YouTube. There's tons of content on there. I'm just basically stockpiling content. I kind of did this before when I made my YouTube. I made a whole bunch of videos and edited content and VODs and everything else. And then like when people started to know about my stream and started sharing stuff, the YouTube kind of blew up. But I think before it hit, I had something like, I must have had like a couple hundred videos on there. But it wasn't like now. It was mostly VODs and some slight edited stuff. Like, I didn't really learn how to edit until later. Now it's much better. Well, I mean, it's a four-way pot. The lead out. You know, I'm not folding to a single lead. It's just a total blank on the turn. It can't be like a jack or something. Jack, a spade, a queen. Yeah, this is a retard. How do you fold? A pot-sized white pant. Been checking out the stuff you posted. Nice work. Thank you. It's annoying. Okay. You win. Ah. Oh, that was the automated for the. That was funny because it came up right at the same time I said check out the YouTube, and then you immediately responded. That's funny, but that's just the automated thing to go see the YouTube, blah blah blah, whatever. But it was perfectly timed. This is just. Well, you can have it. Of course he's got the 10. I'm a fucking moron. Like, how do you not raise the turn? A limped pot. And that was a limped pot. Like, he literally just no raise whatsoever. That pot could have been so much bigger for this dude. Blah, blah, blah. Folding. Look at this. Queen's hold. And the dogs are tuckered out. I'm gonna check it. I think it's one of those ones where there's no reason for me to bet. I can bet the turn. I think somewhere in there. Yeah, he just doesn't have anything. Like, he needs to, like, make a pair somewhere. Yeah, it was crazy. When I was talking to the doctor, she was talking about how she lost people who got sick, you know, with COVID. So she's trying to only have the elderly come in, right? So because they don't go many places, they're usually quarantining very safely. So she's trying to do everything over telehealth. And I was like, well, the worst part of it is that people are being treated so badly now because the world is just in this state of frustration with COVID that that's kind of brutal. That workers are like quitting every job. Like one of my cousins is a dentist, and she said that she's had real problems. For fuck's sake. Like, do you ever do anything right? Like, ugh. Like, you won shit on that pot. You won $1. I get to look tilted now with kings. But, she was like, I was like, yeah, like people are like, and I said, on top of the fact that we're losing people because of, COVID, I know you said it's frustrating, but I have followed so many random poker players late at night. I most likely would have continued to miss your channel if you had not spelled out Flippa in the title on Saturday. Yeah, I changed uh, the alert. Instead of it saying Qui-Gon Broke went live, it says Flippa parentheses Qui-Gon Broke went live because I've changed the name. Yeah, I know. So it's like, and it's frustrating because I didn't think about the ramifications changing the name would have. Um, because like I kept all my followers. I thought they would just get notified, and like when I get notified, like because I follow tons of people on Twitch and I constantly have it running. When I get notified of something, really, really, I'm gonna call. I think this is rarely an 8. It could definitely have been a 9. That sucks. Yeah, I think it's a flush draw. Could be like 10 jack. Yeah. I don't like here's the thing, he's not going to pay me, but it's just hilarious how much you see this move. It's like just cuz you're in the blind. But yeah, so I changed it to Flippa Qui-Gon Broke went live. Hopefully people see that. And maybe I should take out the Qui-Gon Broke one there. Or maybe or what's better? Leaving it as it is, where it says Flippa Qui-Gon Broke has went live, or put it as Flippa changed his name to Qui-Gon Broke and went live. Like, is that better? Getting texts. Text from, I guess, my girlfriend. I mean, that's what he calls himself, so. Like, what is that? I mean, it's probably bullshit, but even the bullshit he's going to do that with, I can't call. Like, he's going to do that with, like, pairs, and, like, I'm halfway up the ladder. If I had jacks, I'm probably going broke there. Or getting the money in. Do I get paid here? No, I don't think I do. It's one of those ones where I think if I hit the flush, I think the pot just dies because the player behind isn't going to stick around. Yeah, so what's better? Like it is now where it just comes up and it says Flippa, parentheses, Qui-Gon Broke went live. Or is it better to just, or for it to say, Flippa has changed his name and went live? Like, I know that's a lot to read, but I wonder if people would respond to it. So this player likes to 3-bet. Wow, the limp call? That's kind of interesting. I think I want to call this because of that. I mean, this might be a 3-way all-in. Like, it's kind of not bad. It's a pot-sized bet, and if all my club outs are there, I'm going to check. 3 on the turn's bad. Because now I could just be drawing dead, right? I mean, this player could have something like the ace-king. I think I want to set up 2 barrels here. So I'm going to bet the turn and probably jam the river. This bet is so small, it looks super strong. This player could definitely have a pair. I doubt I get a fold. Wow. Really, dude? Like, he's got ace-king. That's the brutal part here. He's got ace-king. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, the river just fucking bails this guy out. I love that. Hang on.
Hey, sweets.
How are you? Oh, where did I leave that?
Dining room table.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, we were washing the dogs.
Yeah.
I totally forgot.
I'm good. Hung out with mom, chill.
Yeah.
Good times.
That's good.
Roll me a much needed blunt. Not needed, a much desired, I should say.
Semantics.
And then eat my Burger King sandwich and probably nap until time for dinner.
You see that meme that I sent you that said I'm gonna eat till I'm sleepy and then sleep till I'm hungry?
I didn't see that, but that's awesome.
That's pretty funny.
Awesome and accurate.
All right. Yeah, I had to call them back again at like 1:45, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" You know, you said 12:30 and this, that, and the other, and I got the same girl on the phone, and I go, "No offense, can I talk to somebody else?" And she goes, "Well, there's other people in here." I'm like, "Okay, at this point though, I'd like to talk to somebody else." And she goes, "I'm fully capable." I go, "Actually, I'm not being rude, but you're not, and I believe you're actually lying to me." And so she goes, "Hang on a second." And I get the other girl on the phone who I recognize, and I go, "Hi," and I explain the whole situation, and I go, "And I've been told just a couple minutes 3 times, and it's been 4 hours now." And she goes, "What?" And like she goes, "Hang on a second," and I hear her start to go, "What did you?" And then she puts it on hold, and it was bad. And then it couldn't have been 2 minutes later, Sabai called me, and I was just like, "Yeah, you're like whoever this person is, they're just straight up lying to me." And she told me she's got a couple temps because a couple people are out, and blah 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 blah. You know.
That's hilarious.
But I was like, I literally told her, I'm like, "No, actually, I believe you're lying to me now."
Look how curly your hair is.
And he's all.
You guys get curly if we wash you, and you guys don't get a cut. You're all curly curls. Yes, you're all curly curls. How are you, Chooch?
I'm tired.
You tired? Did you guys have a great day? Did you miss mommy? Did you miss me? You missed me. I know you missed me. Because you always do. Mommy should have washed your chest. Your chest looks like it's got dirt on it.
That's what I was trying to do.
I know, but... Oh,
Spaz. Spin move. He just fucking... just jumps out of her arms and just lands on everything.
All of my weed tray.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, just the pillowcase.
It's just weed.
I just washed it, babe.
I didn't think about it.
I know you didn't.
It's fine. I just used it to dust off some weed. Trust me, it was way dirtier than that when you were sleeping on it.
Nah, that's why I washed it.
Yeah, you fucked up, bro.
Look, things happen.
I
I don't know what to tell you. Ooh, straight flush. Straight flush to the king ball. And the ace of clubs? Come on. Somebody's got to have the ace of clubs here. Come on. Hey! Nice trap. Oh, second nut's no good. Man, that's just a super gift. Make the straight flush. Dude just folded. Didn't even let me bet. Ugh, worst river ever. Why do you bet that? Oh my God. Thank you, but why? Like, I'm never folding anything that beats you, and I'm never calling anything that you beat. Like, that's the worst case scenario. You're never pulling off a bluff there. And all the draws got there. Like, every draw. Straights, flushes, better two pair, like everything got there. Like, you're representing exactly ace king, and that is just not going to work. Think Flippa Qui-Gon Broke went live sounds a little better. Yeah, that's how it is. It looks like this right now. Flip AAA, Qui-Gon Broke in parentheses went live. I should make that all caps though, huh? The Flippa. Made it all caps. Because it's probably a little bit more recognizable. Like, even though it's capitalized nowhere, it's the kind of thing that people see it as. I think it was always capitalized on my old social media. And that's the killer too, man, is like, even after Canada, when I came back and I was still streaming, it would be really easy to get like 100 player or 100 viewer streams like within the first hour of playing, you know. But it's like nobody knows I'm back, and I gotta admit, it's been very aggravating and frustrating, because it's like seeing that number every day where you have 4,200 followers. I actually had the thought, I should have called that. I actually had the thought that I should just like start a whole new channel, because it's like depressing, like seeing the 4,200 followers and then like nobody knows I'm on. Like, you know what it is I've been doing things like to grow the stream, but I've also been doing things just to like have the stream that I want. So I've been hosting a lot of people that I like to watch, and they're not always in poker, you know what I'm saying? Like, you agree? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, so now it looks like this. Flip AAA, Qui-Gon broke, went live. It's this right here. That's what pops up. So, I mean, I agree. It's been that way for a little while now. But, I don't know. I think it's this kind of thing where I just have to keep showing up and eventually word will spread. That's the thing that like gets me like so hard, is that like it irks me so bad, is that I quit streaming because I was so, yeah. Yeah, that was a great little cooler there. Make the straight flush and just 4x pot in the river. Because somebody has to have the ace, right? Yeah. No, I'm going to check it. I was thinking I'd bet it, but I want to see what this player does. He does a lot of wacky shit. So if this guy folds, yeah. Yeah. I think that's the safest, best way to make the most money there. And it's the kind of thing where he's pure bluffing. If he had anything, he would have called. Like, not the flush, but like if he had like a pair, he would have called me. Go for the check raise over here. Hopefully somebody bets. Wow, and a big bet too from a short stack. And he's limped out of first. He should have an overpair, right? I'm going to tell you, bro, don't be a short stack. It's just ridiculous. Ooh. Little action, little action. That's a nice card. I mean, it's definitely an action card. Anything but green. That's pretty good. The pure nuts. It's going to make it look like the bad bluff size. Quads. Versus aces full. Look at this. It's a bad beat. Ooh, trip tray. Nice trap, bro. Aces full versus quad threes. That'll get you a bad beat in most casinos in Vegas. Some places are bastards. It's like aces full of jacks versus beaten by something. It's like you get aces full beaten by quads and don't win. It's some bad beat places. It's fucking ridiculous. This guy likes to take a long time before he bets. King's not my favorite card, but it's not bad. Yeah. Like you're represent. What are you bluffing? What are you bluffing here? A 9 isn't folding to you. Like what is going on? It's hilarious. Like if he'd c-bet the flop and then bet the turn. Whoa! Dude, thank you so much. Holy shit. Kick. Oh my god, dude, that's amazing. My dude just donated 5 subs. Holy shit, that's insane. To real ones, too. That is amazing, my man. Holy shit. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Thank you so much, my man. Kick, that's insane, bro. That's crazy. Look at them all popping up. That's crazy, bro. Thank you so much, my man. That's some serious support right there. I really appreciate that. It's so weird because I know it's not like a ton like of money, but that's amazing to me and that's so motivating. I really wish I had streamed for like another month back in the day. Yeah, make sure you thank your man, bro, guys. My man just gifted out 5 subs to Finesse, TBE Nate, Doubt It Like, Blitz, and One Time for the Kid. My man just donated out all those subs, so get those emotes in chat and make sure you thank my man KYKB. Or KickB. That's fucking unreal. Number 1 gifter right there. Gift leader. That's crazy. Thank you so much, my man. Yeah, I was saying, like, I wish I had kept streaming for, like, another month. Like, a month after I quit, I didn't know about it, but affiliates could get subs. And it really does make you feel good, like, believe it or not. It, like, you wouldn't think that something that, you know, is not a big deal overall. Like, I mean, I see streamers with 1,000 subs, and that's fucking amazing, right? And that's real money. But it's not even about the money. It's just about the support that you get from people and, you know, realizing that people like watching you. Because it's hard, man, especially, like, if you're grinding and shit, and you're just like, you know, like, it's so fucking hard to be there being like, do people even want to see this shit? And poker streams are notoriously quiet. Like, people don't talk in streams very much. And I encourage people to, because that's the main reason why I'm streaming, honestly, is just to not be, like, feel like I'm just all out here all alone for hours and hours and hours a day. I think we check. This is a very likely 4 sometimes. Sometimes we just got lucky on the end, but I don't know. This bet is kind of... I think I have to call. 7's full. That's the only other one that makes sense. So we see a bet and then a small raise. Not enough. That's a trouble card. So players all in. So don't know if I have 12 outs. I mean, with just the with the call, I think I have to call, right? Do I have to call here? Wait a minute. So we current remote balance now up to $100 in a couple days, right? Oh yeah, it's been going well. I'm gonna let this one go. Fuck. This was the problem. I wasn't sure. Oh, god damn it. That sucks. That sucks. I would have gotten it all. It's such a good fold, too. It's such a good fold, because the problem is, if my ace is good, then I should call, but I feel like I'm up against... I felt like I was up against the set, so I can't get the 9 or the 4 of clubs. So that only gives me 7 outs once. That's 14%. So I needed 6-1. So no, it was a good fold. Yeah, balance went up quite a bit. It's been higher. It's been to like 400. But man, that really sucks. I would have gotten all that. But what are you gonna do? It was a good fold. It was a good fold because I felt like I was up against a set. That was my problem, and I don't know what's going on here. And of course, when the King of Clubs comes off, obviously the nuts is good, but you don't make any more money because this should just be like a straight. I mean, I guess it can be 2 pair or something, but that bet on the turn, I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 to 1. I only have 7 outs in my mind, so that's 14. So I need to be getting 7.5 to 1. Yeah. I mean, with the expected value, it's there. I don't know. I know it's the right fold, but it just sucks that the card came off. And this player threw me off because they are so... They do a lot of weird shit. It's fine. Nice play. I almost went bet, but I was like, what's the point? I'm like, I'm either good here or I'm not. Like, I didn't feel like I was going to get a lot of folds. I was right. Because if they're calling with third pair and then blocker betting the river, they're not going to... damn it, that really sucks. Yeah, it was up higher, but I took a real big downturn. Mm. And I got to do the math again. I got to do it one more time. So on the turn, the bet's 426. So it cost me 426 to win 1377. So that's about 4 to 1, 4.5 to 1. I'm figuring on 7 outs once. That's 14%. Approximately, it's a little less than 14%. And at 14% on my money, I need to be getting, is it 7? I need to get 7 to 1. So I'm getting 4.5 to 1. It's a good fold. It's a good fold that got the worst result. But it's a good fold, and that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to make good folds. Well, this player's super short. We're playing this like jokers. He's done a couple of weird things. I'll bet half pot on the turn. I mean, I'm going to check, and hopefully he bluffs and doesn't have a 5. What did you have? Flush draw? Jack 10, gut shot. Like, I'm glad I checked the flop, bet the turn, and checked the river. That was definitely the path to making the most money. It's funny, too, because I think sometimes he does absolutely bet the river there. Bluffing. I'll check this one. A lot of these good aces out of position have been so brutal. Like, that was a 5-way limp pot. I think you're better off just playing it soft in the cash game. It's not a tournament, you know. Well, there's only 4 hands that beat me, so... And there's a lot of straights out there. I'm surprised they didn't get called. I mean, I know nobody has a 9, but what, did somebody just call me with like a 7, like for a gut shot or something? Like, people drawing at the one-liner is really frustrating. I feel better about it. I did the math properly. I feel better about it. It just sucks that it came off. But it's a total gamble, and it's a total throwaway to be a fucking idiot and just call there because, oh, I have the nut flush draw. Well, gut shot and a flush draw, I can definitely bet. Got to get back to the community that literally given me many hours of time and free entertainment. Aw, thank you, my man. I appreciate that. That's fucking awesome. That's a great way to look at it. That's the way I look at it with the people I sub to. It's very true. It's funny. I was on the phone with my dad. I think it got caught on a stream. I was doing like a Hearthstone stream just to chill, and it was like 2 a.m. Nobody was around, and in the Hearthstone category, I'm like way down the list, so I don't think anybody was there. But my dad was sitting there, and he texted me. He was up early for some reason, and I was talking to him. I guess it was like 5 a.m. because he was up at 6, and he was like, so explain the Twitch thing to me again. And I was like, well, you do this and you make content and blah 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 blah. And he's like, and people like pay for that? And I'm like, well, no, they're not obligated to, but they can subscribe, and, and if they subscribe, I get this much money and blah blah blah, and so plus they can donate. And he goes, and they do that because I'm like, because they want to show their support. And he's like, glad it's not just me. I was like, thanks, Pop. Oh, it was such a good fold. And then the club comes right off. Oh, it's going to stick in my craw. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely going to... that one sucks. This is a big pot, too, because it would have been like 2.5 buy-ins. I don't get suspicious, but clubs have been invincible on this table. I made the straight flush versus the nut flush. Would have made that nut flush. Oh. There's no club draw there. Now there is. Club's invincible. Top left, club's invincible. That's the verdict. All suited hands and clubs. Oh, why can't that club come off? Jamming flop would have been the best play in your opinion. I mean, it would have been the best outcome, but let's look at it again here. It definitely would have been the best outcome. That's for sure. Oh, I think I fucked that up. I gotta fix that. Might actually win this. So what was it? It was the ace-5 of clubs, right? That one was great. Oh, I did win it. Ace-5. Oh, it was this one. It was the ace-deuce of clubs. So on this flop, you got to remember I'm up against 2 other players, and I'm super deep with this guy, right? So this dude bets a dime. This guy raises. The best move would have been to check raise here, but this player behind, honestly, I thought might be going all in, and he should have with a set of eights. He re-raises. This guy calls. Jamming there is an option. But this player is so deep, and just calling that after raising, I could definitely be up against the set. So it's more so about protecting a 200 big blind stack. Do any 6-max tables run on WSOP? A few. Like, there's one running at 10 and L right now. Like, there's a few at every level. Not many. Yeah, it's like one or two. Yeah, blame it on the rain stuck in my head. I'm blown away by that, by the 5 gift subs. That's amazing, Kick. That breaks my brain, buddy. Yeah, there's this is the 10 and L lobby right now, as it stands. There's one 6-max going, and honestly, I don't mind playing one 6-max. Yeah, it is 888's old software. That's why it looks like that, because it is. Yeah, it's just as janky too. Headache. That was weird. Can you throw stupid items at players? No. So it's not as advanced. No, you can't. That to me is the dumbest shit that's come around in poker. It's like, okay, I'm gonna shoot a rocket at this guy or throw ice cream at him. It's like, dude, you can't even chat on this fucking site. Years ago, when I was platinum, when I had the platinum rewards through Caesars, I sent him an email and asked him what was the deal with the clubs equals Binks feet Kappa. We got a Doug Polk fan in the house. I love Doug Polk, by the way. What was I saying? Oh, I sent him an email saying that my chat didn't work because I was here when the chat worked, and then all of a sudden it didn't one day. And they said, yeah, we've disabled the chat feature. We're going to try to figure out what to do from here. And they were saying like they might just make it just the emotes or something like that. But they took everything away. And I was like, why did you guys do it? And they said, well, we've had some problems because it's local network, so people like have gotten into shit where they had like threatening people, finding their address and fucking them up. I watch Twitch poker more than I watch Netflix, to which I have no problem paying $12 or $13 a month. This sucks. Ugh. It sucks. $12 or $13 per month. It's only rational and fair that I sub to the ones that I watch most. That's exactly how I feel. That is honestly, I didn't think anybody else thought that way, but that is exactly how I feel. And it does make logical sense, you know. These people are, putting out the entertainment. Why not? And that's why it means so much, man. Because like, as a streamer, nobody has to do anything. Nobody has to subscribe. Nobody has to follow. Nobody has to fucking donate shit. So every time it happens, you're just like, holy shit. Like the purest thing ever back in the day was watching Jay Carver. Jamming flop would have given you the best odds regardless of the outcome. It does give me the best odds of winning, but I feel like I only go up against the set there. I don't think the queen nine calls. And in all honesty, if the queen nine has the set, because remember, what happened there is the short stack bet one big blind. Then the guy who ended up having queen nine suited raised. I cold called it. Then the guy who originally opened for one big blind re-raised. So he's only got like 40 blinds, right? The other guy has 200 blinds and I have about 200 blinds. Then the other guy calls. Now, if I back jam versus that, the stack that just raised and then called a re-raise on the flop, he's supposed to have a super strong hand to call me. So if I'm getting in ace five, with just a club draw, with theoretically only 7 outs, like I said out loud, I think I'm up against a set here. I just don't know where it is. I only have 7 outs twice. You know what I'm saying? And I can just draw dead when the board pairs on the turn. So you're right. It's you know what it is? It's more so. It's less that. Look at this big bet. It's less that jamming the flop gives me the best odds to win. Jamming on the flop gives me the most chance to realize my equity, which in that situation I would have loved, but I think it's far too risky when you're up against another player with, when you both have 200 big blinds deep on the table. It's kind of super gambly. But I definitely see what you're saying though. Yeah, I didn't see the stack sizes, so by knowing the hands, the guy with the queen high folds, right? You'd have to fold to the jam. Exactly. Wow, you actually have a queen and checked it? That's hilarious. Didn't see the stack sizes, so by knowing the hands, the guy with the queen high fold would have to fold to the jam. Right. So it's the best chance for expected value, or for realizing my equity, but not the best chance to make the most money. The best chance to make the most money would have been to, after the guy just calls the turn, I'd have to have some kind of player-specific read on him and know that he was on a draw. Why are you 3-betting from them? I know this player. And that's another one. It's like, in tournament poker, you can call that with the ace-3 because making the flush is going to get paid off and worth more. But playing here, it's like, unless I flop the flush draw and just want to gamble, you're kind of better off just giving it up because this is a player who doesn't squeeze much. Hate it as well, have to say, I turned it off on stars. Yeah, right? That stupid throwing shit at people, and it like wastes time. It's like, you know what it is? It's like the rabbit hunt. Like all the sites that have the rabbit hunt or the fucking squeeze on GG. Like honestly, I don't play on GG Poker. I want to, but their software was giving me a problem a while ago, and I got very aggravated, and I just said fuck it and didn't bother. But one of the things that was really annoying to me in their free games was I think I can definitely raise here. Was the squeezing of the river card, and it's just like, it just wastes so much fucking time. It's just like, why are we all sitting around while you jerk off? So this raise is stupid, but he can have 6-4, he can have 6-3, I guess. He could have a set of 4s is actually the most likely full house, believe it or not, or a set of 3s. I'm just going to call. 3-6, he flopped it. All right. Party Poker half took chat away and made it all emotes. See, that would be fine. Like the emote thing on GG Poker I actually like too. Like where they have like different faces and all like that. And I think it's cool that like their pros have like those emotes of their face. Like they have like 50 emotes, which is very cool. But yeah, the chatting thing, I mean, I guess chat's just gone, right? Like, because there's no way to monitor it. Like, I remember years ago there was a guy who, he said something, but it's like you can just spell shit differently, right? Like, one of the big problems I had was people calling Courtney the N-word. And I would block every variant I could of that in chat, and eventually somebody would spell it with a Y. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like it would just take. I mean, now granted, your poker stars or your WSOP or whatever, you're making millions and millions and millions of dollars in rake. I think you could dedicate a team to figuring out how to give your players chat, but I think they all just realized it's very much so pandemic thinking. I think they all realize that it doesn't matter; they'll still get the business that they want. I've been seeing that everywhere with when things got restricted in the pandemic, and now businesses are just like, oh, we don't have to do that, so they just haven't done it again, even though like they're supposedly like completely open. Like my gym, that's a good example. My gym completely shut down, right? My 24-hour fitness totally shut down. Then when restrictions got eased up a little bit, you had to still wear masks, and half their machines were shut down. Like they had a like rope around them, and they were like, this machine is out of use, or they would unplug them, make them out of order and shit, to social distance, which is great. Then that went away. So, and then eventually they reopened the basketball courts, and they reopened the pool, right? Because people just complained and complained and complained, and they're like, all this like that. But you know what they haven't done yet? They're not 24 hours yet. And I liked working out at 2 a.m. when it was just me, a desk clerk, and the janitor. That was my favorite time to go to the gym. And I've asked them a bunch of times, I'm like, when are you guys going back to 24 hours? And they said, well, because of COVID restrictions and safety, we can't. And I'm like, you're not even enforcing a mask mandate that's actually a state mandate right now. I'm watching people with no mask on this place walk around and just huff and puff and not clean machines and shit like that. Like, and you guys are like not enforcing any of that, but you're just not opening. On the flop, if you think it's a set, you will have 8 outs. Right. No, because you have 9 outs. But if it's versus a set, his set was of my suit. So, right, I have 8 outs, and then on the turn I would have 7 outs. Right. But in truth, I had 5 outs because the other guy had 2 of the clubs. That was the problem, is that you also don't know where all the clubs are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is a fairly easy call. Spade on the river sucks nuts. Man, that's rough. Like, because this is equal parts a bluff as it is a flush. Like, it's just amazing. Ugh. It's so brutal. Like, I'm never supposed to fold there. Like, or this one. Get 3-bet on the button. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, this is the same kind of bluff. Ugh, aces. Well, I'm going broke on this one anyway. Tell me I'm not going broke on this board, so it doesn't even matter. Just always a 3-bet on the button, jam into aces. Ugh. But yeah, no, 8 outs. Yeah, no, we were talking about the turn. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. But I didn't make my read till the turn. Like, on the flop, I really wasn't sure what was going on. But on the turn, it definitely seemed like a set was somewhere. I just couldn't tell where. Because the betting dynamic could have been either side having a set. You know what I'm saying? And when you have the nut flush draw, it's kind of hard to believe that somebody's raising with the non-nut flush draw. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of surprising because they really shouldn't be. Like, especially with a third player in the pot. So that was the thing that was weird. It's because this guy doesn't play very, he's a newer player. I'm going to say he's just a newer player. I'm not going to say however he plays, but like, so he's raising on that. which is not what you want to do. Do you think the rest of the world sites will ever get back in Vegas? That's a hard question to answer. If you had asked me 5 years ago, I would have said 100%. But since then, we've had so many advancements and so much progress in the area, and it still hasn't happened, that at this point, I really don't think so. Like, I truly don't think it's going to happen. Just because I feel like it should have happened by now. Look at this fucking counterfeit bullshit. I fucking knew it. You think he's ever folding if I jam the river? How many times am I going to get 3-bet by this fucking Nimrod? So, at this point, I don't think so. I mean, I would hope so. Fucking king. But it's very hard to hold out hope. And an ace on the river. Oh my god. Well, I guess it saved me. Really? That's 2x pot. I'm not hero calling. I'm just really trying to understand what's going on there. 6-8? I guess 6-8, right? Yeah. Straight, yeah. It's very possible. I mean, the player did just get here, and he was raising out of second position, so I guess he could have flopped a boat and taken it careful on the turn and then paired off on the river. I don't know. It's getting bad again in the UK. New form of the virus here is we have pretty heavy restrictions at the moment. Yeah, and it sucks too, but it's like it has to be done. But I'm very impressed. I don't know if I'm very impressed or I'm very let down. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. Really? Oh my god. It's just gonna have a 6. And I just my full house got counterfeited. It's hard to say like I'm impressed. I don't know if I'm impressed with the way other countries have handled it, or if I'm just really disappointed with the way the U.S. has. Like, calls the flop for a small bet. Like, nobody turns a flush into a bluff on this river. It's just not happening. Yeah, that's a good fold. This hand's worthless now. There's just so many 2 pairs. Good for you, bro. Doesn't matter what he has. I can't call. I mean, I know it sucks, man, but honestly, they should impose those restrictions here. Yesterday, if you didn't hear about it in the news, because why would you? The new highest day of COVID infection since the start of the pandemic in September 2020 was hit yesterday. The new high was hit yesterday. And I was talking to my doctor today, and she was saying that the amount of nurses and hospital beds and all this kind of shit, like she knows all those people. She's like, it's ridiculous. They've actually told her not to go and do rounds at hospitals and shit because they don't want doctors being exposed. Because, I mean, it's sad to say, but there's more nurses than doctors. So it's like if the doctors go down, the nurses can't work. And so, but she's like, she just watches her nurses just get COVID, and then they recover, and then they come back to work, and then they just get COVID again. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. I'm just going to go bet here. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to take it down. Have all the equity. Why not? Hey, another table. I said, give me that table. Am I seriously losing money now? Oh my god. Talk about a bunch of beats. Jesus. I didn't swing that hard, did I? I guess I really did, man. I got counterfeited a bunch there. I got 20, 30, 40. No, I got 50 right there. 61, 71, 81. I thought a table was missing, but I guess not. Yeah, I wouldn't have got to the turn when it get raised on the flop. I would have just 3-bet jammed the nut flush draw. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but the only reason why like, here's the thing. If this guy had 10 and I'm in that situation with the effective stack of 200, but the fact that we both had 200 blinds, do you want to put in 200 blinds on a flush draw where the only thing calling you has you absolutely crushed 99% of the time? Like, he's not calling off there with the queen high flush draw. Like, it's just not happening. So you're pretty much just totally gambling for horrible odds on your money, by the way, jamming that flush draw. Like, I get where you're coming from, but here's the thing. I'm only upset about the result. Like, I played the hand the way I should. I played the hand exactly as I should. It's just upsetting that I got to see the river and it was a club. Like, if I'd seen the river and it wasn't a club, I would be like, see, look at that. Yeah, genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been very happy about it, but it's only because in this exact instance, I would most likely have been able to get all the money in a very good spot for a very large side pot. Like, the main pot would have only been $12. The side pot